Hello friends, my name is Shivam from DevOps Schools and I will help you to enable your learning process in various technologies of DevOps, artificial intelligence, machine learning, big data and many more. This is our initiative to help you by sharing multiple tutorials and videos. And if you want any specific tutorials on any particular topic, then please do comment in the below comment section and I will help you with it. Also, please subscribe to our premium services on YouTube, which will give you access to more content and videos to enhance your knowledge about all these topics. Also, if you want me to help you with regards to the online trainings and classroom sessions by our qualified trainers, then please do write me at contact@devopsschool.com.
Guys, what is cloud computing? So we actually, that is actually these days, this is a very redundant question because everyone has the knowledge what is cloud computing, but it's still people who are like who comes from the legacy background and all. So just wanted to introduce like it is you don't have to purchase anything. You can even you are a software developer or like you are a freelance or something, or you are doing some experiments or anything, you can just log into the AWS, can create you can on the marketplace. It is a marketplace portal like the Amazon, where you log in and buy the things, like you can buy the buy dresses, soaps and all those things. In the similar way, we have the with this from the same company, we have this AWS, where you can go log in and order your system requirement whatever, and within 10 minutes you will it will be not even it doesn't even take 10 minutes, less than that, and it will be available uh, for you, and you can do whatever you want for your things. So that is what is cloud computing, and the only requirement is you should have a very good internet to connect to those infrastructure. So that is there. It does not require, like I just said, it does not require huge investment in hardware, and as a result, saves times and managing that hardware. And like the advantage is global minutes, infinite storage, cost efficient, increased speed and agility, disaster assistant. Guys, if you are going, am I going too fast? So please, you can tell me, and I will try to slow it down. Disaster resistance, easily upgraded, highly availability, dynamic scaling, and cost efficient. And then deployment model, we have multiple deployment model like hybrid deployment and all in cloud, where all in cloud will be uh, uh, your all the infrastructure running in the cloud, all the things. Where in hybrid model, you have something in your data center, your legacy infrastructure, and something few services or few infrastructure running in the cloud. So like a hybrid deployment you have. And we have, as people are aware, we have IaaS, infrastructure as a service, SaaS and PaaS. So those are the things where infrastructure as a service, where you are only or uh, yeah, it means you need the hardware, and on top of that, the software and everything you will manage. While in PaaS model, you will have the platform as a service, where like Office 365 and all those things. So in fact, there is a difference between PaaS and SaaS. So like in SaaS, you have Dropbox and Google. So I think people are pretty aware of it. So I will just show this diagram and we'll jump on directly on the AWS part. So like in on-premises, everything you need to manage in infrastructure as a service, you manage. This part is being provided by uh, this part is provided by AWS, while this application data runtime, middleware, and OS, you need to manage. In platform as a service, you only manage application and data, and in SaaS, everything is managed. So you just go and do the things. So like in IaaS, you can see like EC2 instance like Space, Google, GC, and all. PaaS is like will where Windows Azure. In fact, it comes in both IaaS and PaaS. In Windows Azure, if someone has look into it, it gives a nice overview, and you can use it like Office 365, and SaaS services like you have Salesforce and Google apps like Gmail and all those are the software as a service. So that is the basic introduction of cloud computing. Let me stop sharing for a few minutes, and I will. So I just wanted to give a basic idea. Okay. This, let me see if anything which is okay. This is important. Yeah. Let me share it again. Yeah, so guys, now we come to the AWS fundamentals. In the AWS fundamentals, these are the basic services, and we use it. Means these are the services we can use it for different purposes. Like we have the compute services, we have storage, and we have databases, and these are the their kind of use cases. Like for compute, why we need compute? Like we are doing blockchain or management on a network and content directory and all those things. Storage, we use it for all these things, and database for IoT. I am trying going a bit fast because I want to cover as much as possible in next 4 hours. AWS is a very huge subject. This slide is a bit old because we are the not me myself. In fact, AWS is adding day by day they are adding. So what is actually what AWS does? AWS is actually in older days people means all the guys I see there, all the guys are experienced one, and we used to have one data center and multiple data center based on the company size and all this thing. What AWS is doing, AWS is actually building their own data center, and we are.
Hey viewers, our Master in DevOps engineering program can help you to hone the skills necessary to succeed in high-level DevOps positions. So, what are you waiting for? Enroll now and earn certification that show you are keeping pace with today's technical roles and requirements. Contact info is mentioned in the video sidebars and in the description box. Book your seats for the upcoming batches now.
On top of that, they are installing servers and all, and they do, and they, we have the virtualization technology. Based on the virtualization, they give you some space to do your work, and they are building day by day. They are creating new spaces. They are new data centers, new availability zone. I will come to all these things. What is availability zone and local zone and all those things. So yeah, let me see if it is part of the course availability zone. I think people are already aware of these terms, or shall I go through this? What is regions and availability zone and all those things?
Sir, actually, I'm new to AWS environment, so could you please elaborate it and
Okay,
explain that will be great.
okay, no problem, no problem. We'll. Mhm. Okay. So these are all just the statistics like reasons and announced region and all those things. So if you want, okay, so till now, whoever was new to the AWS, till now, if I was probably, I think I thought might be people who were experienced there. So if you have any issue, I can go through again what I have occurred. So or any question till now.
Yeah, sorry, Dheeraj.
Yeah, yeah,
Hello.
yeah. Tell me,
Yeah, Dheeraj, you just went
guys,
on
guys,
reading all the
guys,
slides, but I.
guys. When you are speaking, you just speak your name because I hidden your name. So yeah.
Yeah, Dheeraj, it's Manoj.
Hi Manoj. Yeah.
Yeah, you just went on reading those slides, but as a fresher, I'm unable to understand anything till now.
Okay. Okay, fine, no problem. No problem. I will go through again. So you are a fresher, okay? Because that's why I
Thank you.
asked. I asked in the starting to introduce everyone. So I thought people are already experienced, so that's why and already aware, but not an issue. So okay. So let's discuss. So you are you aware what is cloud computing, Manoj?
No, no, no. Just
No,
I'm
no, you're
completely
not.
fresher.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
Okay, so like you have a like you have joined this call with your laptop or your computer, right?
Yes, yes, laptop.
Laptop. Yeah, okay, perfect. So you have joined this call. Now you are developing some application on your laptop, let's say in Java or .NET or whatever technology you are familiar with, yeah, or in C language itself, and you want to test that application based on the target environment. You have some target environment, and that you want to test it. For that, you normally actually when I was sitting, people who have some monies used to even buy some hardware, and they have installed some racks and servers on their home only to test like they have created a lab environment like we used to have in the colleges, right? So that is that they normally used to do. But now what you need to do, you can just go to the AWS site. I will come to that. AWS or Azure or Google, these are the, or in fact Alibaba also, these are there are many others, but these are the service provider who are the leading in the space. Okay, so you just go in their site, create your account, log into their account, put your credit card details, and you can, for example, you want a machine, let's say with some 8 GB RAM or some CPU and whatever the configuration you want with some different operating system like Windows Server 2019 or Linux Server or whatever you want. You can just choose based on the available options, and you can just launch that instance, and the server will be ready. You can just log into that particular server and deploy your application or develop your application. You can do both the things. In fact, there are options where, for example, if you are from .NET or Java background, there are options, there are images available. I will come what are the images, but there are images available. You can choose those images like which comes with pre-installed Visual Studio if you are from the .NET background, or pre-installed Eclipse and Eclipse IDs and all those things with the database installed and everything. Or you can install if you don't want to. In fact, you can create the instance, and you can from the marketplace itself you can install those databases and all those things. So all the options are easily available. You don't have to, for that you don't have to procure the hardware, then talk to Microsoft or Red Hat or different vendors to get the license and all those things. You don't have to do anything. You just go image it, and and it is like you are consuming the electricity. The how much electricity you consume at your home, right? And there is a meter installed at your home, and you get the monthly billing, and you pay it in the similar manner. Whatever the services or the resource you have consumed in that particular cloud environment, it will be billed, and it will be because the credit card is required, you can pay through your credit card those and the resources which you have used in that particular timelines. Is it does it make sense, Manoj, or is
Yes,
still
yes,
confused? Okay, perfect.
yes. Okay.
Yeah, now you understood what is cloud computing. The only thing, so because to access all the resources, to access the service manage this marketplace portal. The marketplace portal is nothing but like you log into when you buy, you go to Flipkart and or you log into Amazon and you select the things, right? Similar way, we have the AWS site or the Azure site or GCP site, where you just log in with your credentials, select the services, like you select the clothes and different items. You just select the services whatever you want to procure, and you select it and you just order it. And
Hey viewers, trying to get into DevSecOps? Enroll for our DevSecOps certified professional programs and earn the certification that shows you are fit for these technical roles and requirements. Contact info is mentioned in the video sidebars and in the description box. Book your seats for the upcoming batches now.
it will be readily available. You just need the internet, a good speed of internet to order it, once these things are created for you. You do, means it will not be delivered at your home, right? Like in Flipkart. So you, to access those results, you need a good internet bandwidth. That is the only requirement we have. So I think now it makes sense, right? Manoj?
Yes, correct.
Okay, perfect. So that is what is cloud computing is there. Uh, and okay, so now we have three type. So normally cloud computing is divided in primarily in three parts. One is this is the legacy way of doing it, where if you are working in a company, you need to manage your application. You create a data center. Data center is like where you create racks and server rooms and all those things. And in server rooms, you can deploy you do networking, storage, you buy lots of storage tapes and all those things. Then servers, you set up racks. Inside that, you set up racks, and then you can do the virtualization technology if you want, and operating system, middleware, everything you need to manage in on-premise service. But in cloud computing, we are primarily dividing cloud computing three parts, and it is not based on the service you choose. It falls in one of the category: infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, or software as a service. In infrastructure as a service, you normally manage these things like virtualization, virtualization, server, storage, and networking. So these things are managed by AWS. So they have created a data center. They have procured the hard disk, the storage, and whatever they have procured. You just buy it based on your requirement. The networking, they have set up the networking between the storage and the servers and all those things, all storage wires, everything, how it is connected to your home. Everything is managed by the networking is totally managed by mm, AWS. You don't have to manage it. The where networking, anyway, some part of networking you need to manage once you come to your application. So application networking you need to manage, like you create the VPCs, and how once you have the resources, once you have ordered the resources, how your different resources will talk to each other and all those things. That part you will anyway manage. But overall networking is managed by AWS, servers, storage, and virtualization also. So virtualization is nothing but a technology where there is a large they just deploy virtualization software on their hardware, and so that they can create in that particular virtualization, they create the virtual machines for you, and whenever you procure those systems. Other things like in infrastructure service, all other things you need to manage. In platform as a service, everything is managed by AWS. You just go and buy one of the service which falls under platform as a service, and like operating system, middleware, runtime, everything is managed by them. You just manage the application and the data. For example, let's say you have developed a what to say, you have developed a website which is let's say deployed on some new age of web server, or web server. So you can go and procure that web server, all the things, runtime, Java runtime, .NET runtime, web server, everything is managed by them. You just go and deploy your application and the data, and the database. That those are the things you need to manage. And the software as a service, everything is managed by them, like application also managed, like we have Office 367, or other things, like for example Exchange server or other things. You just go create your emails and all those things. Those falls in the software as a service. Or if people are aware who are from like support background, I see one or two. So like ServiceNow. So ServiceNow is a very good example of software as a service, where it is from the ServiceNow organization, and you just go and create the tickets and create the incidents, and everything is being managed by ServiceNow, right? You are just using their platform for their use, right? Anyone aware of ServiceNow or have worked?
Yeah, I am working on service now,
Yeah.
incident management tool.
Yeah, so you now you can relate what is software as a service, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So now this is all. Now let me jump to the AWS fundamentals. So this is the state, because AWS has the presence all over the world. Let me show it to you if I can do so. They have, uh, so they have now in my slide, like I mentioned 24 launches. Now they have 26 launches and 84 availability zone. I will explain what are all these things: 70 local zone and wavelength zone and regions, two into more regions, parallel, and countries, territories. This is what is covered as part of the AWS global infrastructure. Although that is not, this is not statistics. This is just statistics. Means while you're using your services, these things may not be useful. But let's say if you are, although that also, for example, if you are going, I suggest everyone who are not, means who are new to the zone, then after going through this training and reading through some material, some hands-on, and some exercises, some learning, I suggest everyone to at least go for the AWS practitioner exam. This is a pretty easy exam, and you will get a good knowledge of yeah, understanding of AWS. So
Hey viewers, are you looking for formal training on SRE practices? Take our SRE program. This course will teach you how to successfully implement site reliability engineering in the modern day 24/7 services. Kickstart your SRE training today. Contact info is mentioned in the video sidebars and in the description box. Book your seats for the upcoming batches now.
that is what my suggestion is. So for that, these statistics might be required, but anyway, for as a end user, these statistics will not be uh, much useful. Yeah, and then this is statistics is like who is where, like as I mentioned, AWS, which is Amazon Web Services, is the market leader in that. And then you see there's a huge, the second one is Microsoft, and there's a, means it is still even means there's a still very he has to there is a gap between AWS and Microsoft, so they still don't have any command, and then Google is just introducing. Other than that, they are who have come to these spaces like Alibaba and Oracle and IBM. These are all other players who are also the service providing the cloud services to the customers. Yeah, so now we come to the this is what we started as a technical things. So what is regions? So regions is a geographical regions, like we have a Mumbai region, and in fact in India we have, I think, 2 or 3 regions, if I'm not wrong. So this is the physical or geographical location around the world where they have set up their data centers, and each region will have 2 or more availability zones. So availability zones, for example, in one region, if there is an issue in, for example, it is a separated facility in the same data center, and then where if one availability zone goes down, the second availability zone can take up. So it is like a backup scenario of each of the availability zones. So each region has 2 or more availability zone. That's how they have set up their regions. Now, I think region is clear to everyone. Now, as I mentioned, availability zone. So let me come to the availability zone part. So that an availability zone is one or more discrete data centers with redundant power, networking, and connectivity in an AWS region. That's what I mentioned. This one or more data centers. So this uh, they may set up availability zone in a single data center or multiple data center, but it is with a backup facility. So they have redundant power, networking, and connectivity. Means they are separate facility, separate power. For example, in case power goes down in one of the availability zone, the second availability zone can take that thing. And all in availability zone, that is important, in are interconnected with high bandwidth and low latency networking, so that backup and all the things are easy. So fully redundant dedicated microfiber providing. So this is a dedicated, they have put a dedicated fiber. It does not, it is not like, for example, from one data available from one region to another region, how AWS is connected through the internet. But within a region, the availability zones are connected through their dedicated fiber. These are not connected to the internet. Those availability zones are not connected to each other through the internet. And all traffic between availability zone is encrypted. In fact, most of that traffic is encrypted in AWS is encrypted. So that is not a worry. And availability zones are physically separated by a meaningful distance from any other availability zone. Although all are within 100 kilometers of each other. So like as I mentioned, it might be within a data center. If there are multiple data centers, those availability zones are not very apart to each other, maximum by 100 kilometers like that. Guys, like freshers, anyone means who wants to who has any question, please stop me and ask it. For example, if people want more explanation, what is availability zone or what is region, please ask. Then as location, so as location is to cache the contents. For example, how it works, let's say, for example, you have developed a website, or you are looking, you have developed a website and you have deployed that website to one of the AWS EC2 instance. EC2 instance is nothing but a server, while elastic cloud computing, that is called EC2. So EC2 is nothing but a server which or a machine or a virtual machine which you have procured on AWS. So let's say you have deployed one of the website in one of the EC2 instances, okay? And then in that website, probably there are images and other things, right? So what is as location? When user request, for example, I am writing, let's say, mywebsite.com. I am the end user, and in my browser I am accessing mywebsite.com. So the request will go to the web server every time, right? But in the as locations, what I can do, those static things, if I use this as location services, I can cache those contents in the as location. So the static content, normally the images and all this which are heavy, it will be serviced from those as locations. So every time, for example, that my EC2 instance is located, let's say, in America, but I am sitting in India. So if the end user who is accessing that website is sitting in India, so when he is he or she is requesting to that particular website, the static content will be serviced from those as locations which are in India or near to my location, and the main content, the dynamic content, will be processed as per my application logic which I have developed. Amazon doesn't have any role to play in that. And the edge locations are that there are two services like CloudFront and Amazon Content Delivery Network. So these are the two services I can procure or I can use it in the AWS for using the edge locations. Okay, so these are the certification details. I will not go into that. So guys, these are the fundamentals. Anyone, any doubt till now? I understand some people who are new to this technology might be having some some struggle, but still I want to ask the question. I can go through again, not an issue for any of the things which is difficult. Okay, if no question is there.
Hi Dheeraj.
Yeah. Hello,
Yeah,
hi.
Dheeraj. It's Manoj.
Yeah, hi Manoj.
Yeah, sorry to ask this question.
No problem. You can ask any
Hello.
question. There is you can ask
Yeah,
any question.
like yeah, yeah. have you prepared for this training or like just your sorry for this question, but because I seems like you are not what we can say in a fluent way.
What is your
I can
expectation?
hear like
What is your expectation, Manoj, from
like
this training?
I'm getting a lot of disturbances in between. While you are explaining, you will lose much of so like this.
Sorry, means I didn't get you.
I think like it seems you are not like prepared for this training.
I have given
Maybe
this
you are not
training.
okay. I think.
I have given this training almost 10.
Thanks for watching. Want to study further? Join our training programs today.